You want to hear a rant? You want to hear a rant? Well, you're going to get a rant. Look at this channel that you see on your computer or smartphone or tablet or whatever screen at this very moment. Look at this. This guy, OdinsMen is his name. And no, I'm not going to play any of his videos for you. If you want to see any of these videos, go enter the dark side yourself. Go crawl into the gaping anus that is this channel and see for yourself. And I already know there are people who are going to say, oh, you're giving him all this free publicity. Stop, stop. I'm like, I don't care about that shit anymore. That was shit I cared about maybe when I was Undertaker freak and I thought I knew fucking everything. And, you know, I don't care about that so much anymore. I really don't. What is, you know, look at my subscriber count. Look at this guy's subscriber count. It doesn't fucking matter. I can make 10 videos in a row about this guy and he'd probably get like 10 subscribers. And by the way, if you do go to this guy's channel and you do enjoy what you see and you become a fan of his, don't come back. Do not come back because I don't want you anywhere near me, either in my personal life or my digital life. So this guy is just a piece of shit, all right? And I say that because this guy is just a piece of shit, okay? If you just exist to sit there on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or whatever the fuck and make fun of people who are different, to punch down on people instead of punching up with your comedy, with your entertainment, with your infotainment, you are garbage. You're a garbage person. You have no redeeming qualities, no redeeming value to this planet at all. Take a look with me. Walk with me through here. Fat TikTok that made me delete Uber Eats. Making fun. Okay, so just from the titles, just from the thumbnails, just the titles alone, you get a pretty good idea of the kind of piece of shit this guy is. Fat shaming, gay, lesbian, trans shaming. In fact, he has a lot of videos about trans people and gay people, the LGBT community, and look at all of this. Body positivity or unfuckable toxic crybabies. Okay, so what he'll do is he'll go and find a video of an LGBT person or an overweight person or somebody with anything about them that makes them different, talking about what it is that makes them different on some social media platform. He watches it and he sits there and makes fun of it. That is that's a good synopsis for this channel. If you go to his fucking website, of course he's sitting there with a big fat fucking cigar in his mouth. Because, of course, when Odin's men travel the internet, we often find... Oh, and by the way, just that name right off the bat, Odin's men, should also give you a real... Especially if you live in Europe, should also give you a really, really good clue that he's not good people. When Odin's men travel the internet, we often find some of the weirdest and most disturbing freaks hiding out in dark corners of the web. And who are these weird and disturbing freaks? Are they goth people? Are they furries? Are they emos? Or are they mall goths or whatever? No, these freaks he is alluding to is the LGBT community. Overweight people. Who else can we see? Oh, and of course he simps for Andrew Tate. Okay, but these are the freaks that he's talking about. The freaks, quote unquote. This is all he talks about. Overweight people, LGBT people, and their community. Oh, and Gen Z too, you know, because Gen Z is... You know, I really think millennials and Gen Z need to stick together. I don't know if there is a war yet between millennials and Gen Z. I don't know if there is any kind of quarreling happening there, but You need to stick together because this entire planet is falling the fuck apart, and people like this are fucking contributing to it. Beyond all of the other existential things happening, like climate change, like gun violence, like war. We have people who could use their platform to be a part of the solution, and instead they choose to be a part of the fucking problem. What do you got for me, Odin? What do you got for me? The hat, the nose, my teeth, the fact that I'm on the spectrum? What is it about me? Oh, that's right. You wouldn't dare, because I'm not in the LGBT community. I'm not one of those freaks. I'm not, I'm not talking about the difficulty that I have losing weight. That some of the people who he goes after on here are just merely talking about their difficulties with weight loss and dieting and exercise and all that stuff. And he just sits here and he'll say shit like, oh, well, it's your own fault. Oh, maybe you shouldn't have gone to Starbucks. Oh, maybe you shouldn't be eating so much McDonald's. The utter lack of intelligence that you need to sit here and watch this bullshit. Completely unironically. I don't think it's been discovered yet. I don't know. You would have to have like no fucking pulse. But our mission is to bring their true agenda to light so that you can be armed with the truth. Fucking agenda? Their true agenda? What the fuck does that even mean? What is this agenda that these people that you refer to as weird and disturbing freaks? What is the agenda that they're pushing? Being allowed to freely discuss the issues that they have to deal with because of fucks like you? You goddamn Rush Limbaugh wannabe. You're Rush Limbaugh with like half the talent, if that. If that. You may be wondering why I'm doing this. Yeah. Well, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you were actually surprised by something on the internet? I mean, really surprised. More often than not, it seems like we just see more and more of the same thing. Crazy people doing crazy things. Or freakish behavior being normalized. Freakish behavior from freaks. And let me remind you, who are those freaks again? The LGBT community, overweight people, but the good people, Andrew Tate. You know, the guys who say depression isn't real. And all the other fucking disturbing shit that who else isn't a piece of shit? It's a lot easy. It would probably be a lot easier to find the people who he doesn't think are freaks and worthy of just straight up bullying. Is all this is. And there's a lot to be said about spending a good chunk of your day sitting there and watching videos from LGBT folks and making fun of them. I could make the easy closeted joke, but you know what? I'm not going to. Because that's cheap fucking humor. Just like punching down. Just like punching down is cheap fucking humor. And I'm tired of it. That's the shit that I'm tired of being normalized. Punching down. Comedians saying, oh, it's okay to make fun of people who have already been made fun of and bullied and murdered for who they are for decades and decades and centuries. It's okay to get on stage and make fun of these people. To go for the low-hanging fruit and still call myself a good comedian. Because of it. Because I've got assholes, probably just like this cigar-smoking son of a bitch here, saying, I'm courageous for taking the stage and making fun of trans people and not giving a fuck what anybody thinks. You're not courageous for doing that. People have been making fun of people who are different through no fault of their own forever. And they are part of the problem. They are part of the problem of why discourse in this world is as fucked up and shitty and festering as it is. Because we have assholes like this who will say, what is it? Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. It's what you think, but don't say in public. I got you. What you think, but don't say in public. So they try to position themselves as these people who are saying the things that you're thinking, but you're just too scared to say because of the agenda, because of the cancel culture, because of all these things. These are things you shouldn't say just because you want to be a good person. You want to be a decent human fucking being and not make people feel even more miserable because of the shit that they already deal with on a daily basis. It may flatter pieces of shit like this to know that somebody from the LGBT community has seen his videos and felt offended or felt hurt. It may please them, like they may be over the moon about something like that. But that's not civilized behavior. Why are you proud to live? Why are you proud to be contributing to this? To prey on impressionable people who will actually ask themselves if posed the question or posed the statement saying the things that you're already thinking. That's how you manipulate people. It's simple manipulation of language, which is manipulation of thought. They've got you by the fucking balls. They got you exactly where they want you. Not critically thinking about these things, not giving a second look to these people being called freaks and weird, disturbing freaks. No. What he's doing is courageous. What he's doing is speaking the truth. Donald Trump made a fucking, that was his calling card. That was his platform, was speaking the truth. In quotation marks, of course. Let me just finish reading this. I created OdinsMen to change all that. We want to expose these people for who they really are and show you the truth behind their actions. So please stay tuned as we delve deep into the underbelly of the internet and reveal its most disgusting secrets. What are you revealing? The videos that you talk about on your channel are public. The videos that you talk about on your channel are videos that you found in a public sphere on social media. What the fuck are you revealing? What truth bombs are coming out of your mouth that are so special, so unique that nobody else on this planet is saying any of them? People who exist simply to punch down on other people are bullies. It's really that simple. If the bulk of your content, your material, whatever it is you do as an entertainer or as a public figure, if the bulk of it is making fun of marginalized people, making fun of people who have already been bullied for a long, long time, whose governments bully them, whose institutions bully them, make them feel like they are not a valid person. That's all you are. You're just a fucking bully. A bully who hasn't realized it yet. Or maybe you have realized it and you just don't fucking care. I don't know what this guy does for a living. My guess would be he's a truck driver, because in one of his videos he talked about going around the country, and apparently that's another reason why this guy is such an expert on LGBT issues, because he goes around the country a lot. Well, if you actually did go around the country quite a bit and actually sit there and talk to these people that you make fun of, or fuck that, go around the world and actually sit there and talk to these people you make fun of, instead of cherry picking their fucking videos off the internet, you might learn something. You might gain something from it. You might become a better person. Yeah, that's right. You might fuck up and become a worthwhile human being if you actually talk to these people. But no, the low-hanging fruit is far too easy because there's a market for it. And YouTube is full of fuckers like this guy. Full of fuckers like this guy. And all they have to do is sit there and say a few words, blah, 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 fatty, blah, 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 tranny, blah, blah, blah. And people will eat it up and call him some kind of free speech hero. Well, if free speech truly is alive and well, then I would just like to say to OdinsMen and all of his fans, go fuck yourselves. And you should be ashamed of yourselves.